Good morning, and welcome to the Fall Pinning Ceremony of 2014. Before I begin, please silence all cell phones. I am Dr. Vanessa Davis Warner, Dean of Academic Affairs. This morning, we are celebrating the commencement of 19 practical nurses from our diploma program and 17 nurses from our associate degree program. I would like to recognize the faculty, the staff, and administrators who have had the privilege of instructing and working with our students. Additionally, we'd like to welcome and congratulate the parents, the husbands, the boyfriends, the girlfriends, the sisters, the brothers, the children, and all of the supporters that made this day a reality for our students. Graduates, you have fulfilled your dream of completing the coursework to become practical and associate degree nurses. Colin Powell said, and I quote, "A dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Today confirms your determination and hard work. We salute you, graduates, and we welcome your friends and your family to the Fall 2014 pinning ceremony."
Hi, my name is Linda Henningsen, and I am the nursing administrator, and I also want to welcome all of you. Thank you for being here to support these guys that have been through so much to get to this point. Remember medical terminology, and you thought you'd never learn all those words, and now they just roll off your tongue, no big deal, right? And then you had A&P, and then you had microbiology and pathophys, oh my. But all of that has begun to fit together. This is an important, extremely important milestone as these guys celebrate the fact that they have finished this part of their process, and now they are moving into the profession of nursing. So I would like to offer them and all of you for supporting them another round of applause, please. So none of this would be possible without great instructors, and we have the best faculty, nursing faculty in the world, I think.
It's been a long road to get where I'm at, 12 months to be exact. Now what do you think of that? This has been my life's dream, to take care of the sick and work with the team of caring professionals who share the same goal of ridding aches and pains and doing what? That's not in vain. So maybe I have your attention now so I can tell you my story and you possibly won't find so boring. I gave my first injection today, and my patient didn't flinch. She said she didn't feel a thing. What a wonderful compliment she gave to me. A wonderful nurse you're going to be. Excuse me. I also passed meds and cleaned lots of wounds and held a lot of hands before I walked from the rooms. You wonder how I can be so happy in all this misery? You see, I guess I see it differently from the average Joe. Before you think I'm crazy, let me explain. If I can ease just one pain or dry one eye, or offer just one daughter some comfort when she finds out her mother has died, I have accomplished my task and have been successful to my goal. So to offer a hand when life has taken its toll. See, I have been truly blessed to have touched these lives, and pray I never find it boring or bothersome to do so. Even when most trying of patients call and ask, my goal is to answer every time with a smile and ask forgiveness when I can't. After all, after I am gone, mile after mile, I hope I can still smile. Have I told you that I gave my first injection today? I am a graduate nurse, and for dedication I pray. Each and every one of you, it's been a privilege to work with you. You've worked hard, you've learned a lot, and I have one more round of applause. for your accomplishment.
And you have to understand that this is a tool she uses in the lab that when they do it right, she gives them an applause. Okay, at this point, we're going to do our pinning for our LPNs. So as I call the student name, if you are coming up on stage to pin them, just go ahead and step forward. Yeah, so the faculty, come on up. And we're starting with Caitlin Erb. And if you would hold applause until after we get them pinned. I want to start off by saying thank you to my mom for making this day possible for me. You are an amazing mom. I want to say thank you to my wonderful boyfriend, Adam, for being my rock and putting up with me in my nursing school pranks I played on you. If you would have really let me put that catheter in, I would have done a good job. Or the time I convinced you I had to wear a colostomy bag and actually really use it. I also want to thank some special friends, Natalie Schaefer, Alexis Rogers, Emily Idle. You girls are amazing. One thing I've learned in nursing school is when our teachers tell us, don't worry, it will be okay, it is somewhat similar to telling a diabetic, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Or telling someone with alopecia, it's nothing to get a bald spot over. Thank you all for my teachers who have put up with me and for making this day positive. Christina Jean Fleming. I want to thank everyone that believed I could achieve my goal. It may have taken me a rough 3 years to get it done, but I wouldn't be up here today if it wasn't for my family and friends supporting and pushing me to try harder. I might have thought that the nursing instructors had it out for me, but in the long run, you really only wanted to help build me into a better student and a nurse. Thank you all for believing in me. Kayla Marie Hill. To everyone who has supported me through this journey, my grandparents, Vicki, Carol, and Bill, we have always stood by my side, believed in me, and loved me unconditionally. To Karen and David, who have had faith in me from day one. To my classmates, because no one truly understands what we went through to get where we stand today. And to my wonderful boyfriend, Dave, who will never know how much I appreciate everything you've done for me and all the sacrifices you made to get me here today. It has been incredibly lucky to be able to come home after long days to someone who believes in me wholeheartedly. My goal was to be someone who you could be proud of, and today I hope that goal was met. Stacy James Holiday. Stacy Jenna Holiday. Sorry. It took about a year. It took hard work. I was emotional at times. It took me away from my family. It took me away from my friends. But now, here I stand. I have accomplished and opened a new chapter in my life. Wow, I feel excited and achieved. Thank you to my instructors. I can say I looked up to you all. Thank you to my fellow classmates. You guys rock. And thanks to my family and friends who supported me through all these stressful months. I love all of you. Bethany Ann Winters. To my #1 fans, my mom, dad, grandma, and boyfriend, thank you. I could never have done this without you. Mom and Dad, thank you for keeping me going when I was ready to give up. Thank you for your never-ending love and encouragement. Grandma, thank you for supporting me through all of this. Thank you for hanging out with me and putting up with me when I wasn't very lovable. To my amazing boyfriend, Tanner, thank you for being my rock. No matter the crazy day I had, I knew I could count on you to make everything better. To my classmates, it is definitely true what they say about never finding friends like the ones you make in nursing school. You guys made me crazy, wonderful, horrible rides, so much more fun. Thank you for all of the laughs, the unforgettable memories, and most of all, our group poops. I love you all, and I could never thank you enough. And that is our class of June. Congratulations, guys. Now our September graduates. We'll start with Shelby Brockelman. Thank you for being such an example and for molding me into the person that I am today. Dad, from you I've learned the true meaning of sacrifice. You've taught me how to work hard and how to keep my head up and trust in God when the going gets tough. Mom, you've showed me how you care for others before myself. Your compassion and love for others is one I strive to model as a future wife, mother, and nurse. Thank you for always being there to pick me up when I'm down, for loving and supporting me through all the challenges and successes in life. I would not be where I am today without the two of you. Love you both. Yvonne Flores. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Lord for his opportunity and strength to be where I am today. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. I want to thank my amazing fiance, Clayton Sowers, and your support through all of this. Our children for their understanding, the way to support through this process, my wonderful instructors, your knowledge, time, dedicated, and care have made this possible. And Christina Rudisil for opening my eyes to the profound difference it makes taking the extra time and care for a patient. Sherry Lynn Geisler. No words can ever express the way I feel about the amazing people who have helped me make it here today. To my son, who is forever my rock, my sisters, whose pride in me makes my heart melt, my family here on earth and those already up in heaven, who give me strength and unconditional love, my friends and classmates who encourage me to just keep going, to Alan, who kept the roof over my head, and to God, whose guiding hand led me on this amazing journey. Thank you. I love you all more than you will ever know, and I feel truly blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. Bethany Hickman. I want to say thank you to my husband, Josh. I would not have made it if it were not for your help, support, and pushing me to be better. I want to say thank you to my kids, Madison, Cheyenne, and Gabriel, for managing without a mom, dealing with all my craziness these last 3 months. I also want to say thank you to my classmates for the encouragement and support. Get them lined up. Carly Jeffrey. My family and friends have been an amazing support to me in this goal to become a nurse, and I have a great appreciation for all of you. My husband, Brandon, made it possible for me to have the time to focus on studying and learning. Without you, I do not think I would have been able to make it to this far. I also want to thank my best friend, Maria, and my Aunt Jen for watching my son, Chase, while I was in school and clinical. My parents have always pushed me to strive for my goals, no matter what they are, and not to give up. Dad, you always motivated me with the words of encouragement. Mom, you've always been my biggest fan, and I know you're looking down very proudly today. I want to thank you for always standing in my corner. Thank you to everyone who has been here for me for this stressful time. I appreciate and love you all more than you know. Candace Casting. Thank you to my wonderful children, Mackenzie, Olivia, and Cora, for being my main motivation to continue when I felt I just couldn't anymore. Mom and Dad, thank you for your help and support with the girls. I could not have done it without you. I appreciate your love and sacrifices to help me get to where I am today. Grandma, thank you for listening to me vent and always encouraging and believing in me. Nathan and Ashton, thank you. You were lifesavers, and I needed someone to give the girls a ride to school on clinical mornings. I can never thank you enough for being there for them when I couldn't be. To my friends Janelle, Katrina, Bethany, and Amy, thank you for your support and inspiration. Thanks again. I love you all. Benjamin Markham. Thank you to my wife and kids for all your support and understanding through this long process. Thank you to my parents for helping out when we needed a hand or a break. Thank you to my instructors for all the wisdom and knowledge you have shared. And thank you to my fellow students for making this long journey with me. Kim McBride. I want to give a big thank you to all my family and friends. You all have been my biggest fans. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. I want to thank my instructors for all the vital information you have ingrained in me throughout my journey to become a nurse. I want to thank my children for all their patience and support. You are amazing. Trenton, thank you for stepping up and taking on responsibilities that were mine. I want to thank my fiance, Tony, for taking over the mom role and doing a great job. Not as good as me, but close. You took over and handled everything. Words couldn't describe how much that means to me. I want to thank my parents for everything you've done for me, also for instilling values, determination, and stubbornness in me. Thank you. Crystal Smith. My inspiration grows every day in the nursing field. It started with my son, Brandon, who is 14 years old and suffers from cystic fibrosis. You are a fighter, and you inspire me to fight to help others like you. However, through this journey, you have added to the list of people that are not only inspire me, but make me try harder. I need to thank my awesome family, friends, classmates, and instructors, without which I would not have made it today. You are all a part of my journey and have helped me get here. I would like to also personally thank my children for picking up some of my duties, my husband for putting up with me, and my mom for everything. Lastly, I want to thank Grandma, who is one of my best friends, for coming all this way for me. Love you all. Jill Marie Walker. Thank God for the courage to follow my dreams. Thank you to my dad and mom for raising me to always work hard and never give up. Thank you to my fellow students and teachers who kept me motivated and were there for me when I needed help. Thank you to Janet and Linda and the rest of the McDowells for supporting me, becoming a family to me when I needed one. Finally, thank you to Brock for coming into my life and supporting me through thick and thin. You have taken care of me and loved me. That is all I will ever need. You have made me very happy, and I look forward to our future together. And that is our September graduates from the LPN. Give them one more round of applause.
So here you are, after months of grueling work, stress, possible hair loss, lack of sleep, tears, pain, and agony. This, by the way, is our commercial for the Brown Mackie Nursing Program. For the families in our audience today, I would like to extend a special thank you from all of us to you for your support of our students. We are genuinely grateful. We know that it can cause strain in the home, and I just cannot express to you how grateful we are. Although there are times of stress and lack of sleep, even at times tears that may be shed, usually because of lack of sleep, there are also several times of laughter, and that's what I would like to reflect on. It's always enjoyable watching someone stuff marshmallows in their mouth, then try to talk. It only makes it more enjoyable when they are wearing sunglasses that happen to be smeared with Vaseline and have cotton balls in their ears. Or when they're trying to get blood from the blood bank. Remember those days? And then they have to look at Polly. And the comment I think that Caleb mentioned was, "Is that hat necessary?" That was pretty good. Or the looks the instructor gets at clinical the next morning when everyone has sunburns. I did offer sunscreen several times. I hope you will always look back on nursing school and remember the laughter. Nursing school is so much more than care plans and clinicals. And as one of your instructors, you have allowed me to share in one of the greatest achievements of your life. And for that, I am honored and I am humbled. I have had the joy of seeing you all grow as individuals and as a team, to bond together, building lifelong friendships and memories that will never be forgotten. And for some of you, I have been able to share your previous education as well, and really see the growth from when I first met you as a CNA and become an LPN and now an RN, and wow, it has been an amazing journey. Just remember to be good to yourselves and listen to your inner voices. And as Lisa Kudrow once said, it's always a good move to listen to that inner voice, as long as it doesn't lead to a crime. Thank you.
We will now do our pinning in the same manner for our RN students. So faculty. And we'll start with Tiffany Christensen. I would like to begin by thanking my instructors. I truly believe you are the best educators this side of the Mississippi. My family, words can't express my gratitude for love you send through from Wisconsin. My rock and the only person that made me very real, pushing me into independence and making me a better person, my handsome husband. You have made this capable for me. I really couldn't have done this program without the support of military and Kansas friends. You guys are like family. And each of our RNs have to write a mission statement, and they're going to be, I believe, on the screen. Tiffany's mission: as a registered nurse, I will provide competent care with compassion, empathy, and strength, not only to the person in need, but to their families as well. Mallory Caldwell. There's no way I could have made it through this journey without a few main people in my side. To my Grandma Woods, thank you for the prayers and long phone calls to keep me awake on all my car rides back every day back and forth from Manhattan. Dad, thank you for helping me handle my student loans and keeping my head above water financially. Mom, thank you for all the encouraging words and being a role model for the nurse I strive to be one day. To my husband, Tom, we have survived one of the most stressful times in our relationship, and I look forward to all that this handwork holds in store for our future family. I couldn't have done it without you. Tiffany, you've been there since day one of LPN school. We have laughed together, cried together, pushed each other at the beginning, and most importantly, created a friendship that will last forever. You will be a great nurse. And last but definitely not least, thank you to my fellow classmates and instructors. You have made it past the first. You are the only people who truly understand the stresses and tears, and without you, I would not have made it past the first month. I will take a piece of each of you and forward with me into my career. And her mission as a registered nurse is I will put my patient's needs first, providing unbiased, empathetic, holistic care. I will use my knowledge as well as experience to provide the most efficient and timely care, as well as always strive to improve my knowledge base through experience and teamwork. Janet Davis. I would like to say a big thank you to my husband, kids, and grandkids for standing behind me and just being here for me. I would like to say thank you to my mentor and sister for all the help through my schooling, also to my classmates for staying positive enough when it seemed impossible. And her mission as a nurse is to provide care to the patient as a whole person. I will strive to make the patient and family feel at ease and to be an advocate for the patient and families during my care. I will continue to grow and gain knowledge as a nurse throughout my career. Dear Haas, Gerber Marion. I want to begin by thanking God for guiding me through my RN program. This achievement would not have been possible if it were not for the strong support and encouragement from my brother, Marutz, and his wife, Fortuna, for Tirhas and Sophia. My gratitude also extends to my friend Mbat and Hezekiah Antita, who is a classmate and a friend. To my instructors and Brown Mackie staff, I say thank you. It has been a tough course, and to my classmates here today, we made it. Let's go and use this knowledge to better the lives of our communities and our families. And her mission as a nurse is to express my willingness to help others. I desire to serve and be passionate in the care I provide by always being ready to help, going the extra mile, and always being there when needed. I vow to be caring and compassionate and advocate for all patients in my care. Jamie Miller. First, I want to thank my parents, Jim and Julie Elder, for the encouragement and always believing in me. I couldn't have done this without you. Marshall, thanks for being my rock, putting up with me even on my grouchy days, and always loving me. Sarah, thanks for pushing me to follow my dreams. You're a great role model, and I love you. My mother-in-law, Peggy, thank you for all your love and support. To all of my classmates for fighting the battle with me, you all rock and will make great nurses. Lastly, Jerry, even though you can't be here today, your presence has pushed me forward in this journey and helped me be the person that I am today. And her mission is to provide non-judgmental, compassionate, quality care to my patients, no matter the situation, while maintaining their rights, patient privacy, and spiritual beliefs. I will display a trustworthy attitude towards my work and fellow healthcare team members. Michelle Mosman. I would like to thank my husband, Toby, for all of your support and encouragement, to my kids for doing chores around the house and putting up with my attitude. Thank you to my sister for letting me vent when I was stressed, and thanks to all my classmates for the encouragement and help to get me through nursing school. And to my dad, I did it. And her mission is to provide compassionate care to make a difference in people's lives. I promise to be an advocate for patients and their family and to guide them to the best that I can. I will give care to others the way I would want my family to be cared for. Wendy Stegner. The end of the beginning is finally here. I wouldn't have been here without the love and support of my family and friends. I would like to thank my brother Dan for putting up with me and my dog Rascal. And yes, Dan, I will finally be moving out. My dad and Julie for always offering encouragement and financial support. Lou Tryon for always hemming my nursing pants at the last minute. And Reg Tryon for rescuing me on the test day when my truck wouldn't start. And most of all, my boyfriend, Paul Tryon, for putting up with the long hours and my craziness the last 6 months. You are my rock and always offered positive support when I needed it most. To all my friends and family back in Alaska who have always believed in me and never allowed me to give up on my dream, I miss you guys. And most of all, to my classmates, thanks for all the support, encouragement, long nights, and the fun times. We made it. Thanks for the memories. And her mission is to provide a trusting relationship with those entrusted to my care, be their educator, and above all, be an advocate. I will be professional, respectful, caring, and work as a team member to provide quality care. I will be compassionate, patient-centered, and promote a healthy environment. And that is our June graduates. Give them one more hand. Now our September associate's degree nursing graduate, Victoria Chikwama. I am thanking the Almighty God Jehovah that I serve for his endless and infinite guidance and protection through this, my journey at Brown Mackie. It has been a rough ride for me, and I have come to realize that no matter what, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But what really gets me going through the prayer were the prayers as the intimate connection and communication with my Creator. I want to use this measure to thank all my friends and family that have supported me through one way or another. I thank Emma, Festus, Michael, Charlotte, Mr. Gaines, Polly, the Dean, Christy Green, and Mrs. D. Thank you for being there for me. And her mission is to give selfless care to my patients by providing care with empathy, honesty, compassion, tolerance, and endurance. I want to take care of my patients without boundaries and advocate in their best interests against all odds, even when it means working long hours to give them the care they deserve. Shino Dago. I want to thank my husband, Christopher, my son, Sean, and my daughter, Maya, for supporting me on this journey. You three gave me the motivation and understanding I need to get through this. A special thanks to my parents, Larry and Gloria Robertson, and my in-laws, Terry and Pam Thomas, for all the advice and help with the kids. I would also like to thank my friends and classmates that helped me along the way. Last but not least, thank you to all my instructors. You guys gave the knowledge, tools, and all the time and the swift kicks that I needed to succeed. I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for each and every one that I have mentioned. I am so lucky to have all of you in my life. Thank you once again. And her mission is to respect the nursing profession by always trying to provide excellent care using outstanding critical thinking skills, honesty, integrity, and compassion. I promise to strive to assist everyone and anyone who needs help and to treat them as if they were a member of my family at all times. I am highly committed to grow professionally through continuous study and participation in constructive, effective ways to strengthen and improve my work performance, as well as develop skills needed to maintain the highest standards of professional excellence. Courtney Moravec. Holy snap, I finally made it. First of all, I have to thank God for giving me the strength to overcome my hardships through this journey. I personally want to thank my family who did everything for me, including taking Quentin and Easton all those long hours to make it easier for me. To my nursing friends, thank you for the encouraging text messages and the late night pick-me-ups. Thank you to my classmates for making those long school hour days interesting at the least. Shino, I will never forget our late night care plans and the night we figured out the real CPR. Thank you to my instructors for never giving up hope and always encouraging me. Finally, thank you, Quentin and Easton, for the daily motivation and always telling me, "You got this, Mom." And her mission, I will strive to provide the best patient care to everyone I encounter. I promise to be upfront and honest with my patients. Their thoughts and concerns will become my voice, so they are heard. I'll strive to continue my education as a nurse in order to make a positive impact with my patient and my coworkers. I will also do my best to inspire everyone around me to keep a positive attitude. Linda Resto. I just want to say thanks to my husband, Hector, who supported me and put up with me during nursing school. I don't know how I would have made it without you. To my daughter, Erica, thank you for being so understanding, being there for me, and listening to me when I needed someone to talk to. To my granddaughter, Kaylee, thank you for understanding when I had to study. I really miss you, and I'm going to glad I made it to this day. Now we can celebrate. To my daughter, Gina, my son, Nico, thank you as well for the pep talks and the motivation to keep me going. And her mission is to implement the best patient care with compassion, equality, dignity, and empathy. I vow to make my patients feel confident that they are being provided with care as individuals in a manner that is professional, with the use of up-to-date evidence-based practice for their health care needs. And that is our September 2014 group of grads. Give them another hand. Okay, we are going to move now to our candle lighting ceremony. So students, grab your candles.
Hold on, I gotta find the words.
There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings the fire, ignites a candle, and makes his home. So carry your candle, sister. She's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see, and take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. 'Cause we are a family whose hearts are blazing, so let's raise our candles and light up the sky, bringing to our Father in the name of Jesus. Make us a beacon in darkest time. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, deceived and poor. Hold out your candle for all to see, and take your candle, go light your world. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see, and take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world.
Thank you, Andrea. At this time, I would invite all the nurses in the room to stand. We're going to do the Nightingale Pledge with these new nurses who are joining our profession. So please stand. The pledge is on the back of your program. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in the practice of my calling. I will assist the physician in his work and will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and to use them wisely. I will zealously seek to nurse those who are ill, wherever they may be and whenever they are in need. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of mankind. Welcome to the profession of nursing. This concludes our ceremony for today. We do have refreshments at the back. Please stay and join us. And we will be having a graduation ceremony at 1 o'clock. Please come back. Thank you all.